What is going on, guys? Grave here today. I'd like to talk about update 1.1.1.5 for Battlefield 6. This will be out tomorrow. This is a quality of life update, but this has some really good changes in it, so let's go ahead and hop right into it. They fixed an issue where dispersion would be higher than intended when going from sprint to firing in ADS, so hopefully that will help with some of those bullet variations that shouldn't be happening. They also fixed an issue where dispersion would incorrectly scale with movement speed and always assume the player is moving at maximum movement speed for the stance. Now, this was also a problem they talked about a while back where you were getting weapon bloom and weapon dispersion when you should not, because it acted like you were actually in full sprint instead of maybe just walking, crouching, or laying prone. They tuned the landing animation to reduce excessive camera and weapon movement when aiming down sights. They also improved visual stability during and after landing. For vehicles, they fixed the issue where the locked guided missiles did not get countered as they should when an enemy uses countermeasures such as flares. They also fixed the exploit where players were ascending and accessing unintended areas when standing on a recon drone after being hit with a sledgehammer. The sledgehammer recon drone glitch has been going on for about a month now. So this was allowing players to get to rooftops they should not be able to access. And this was a big problem. The community has been talking about this one for a good while. And luckily, we're finally getting this fixed. I hope in the future they make these areas just out of bounds. That way it would fix any issue that we could happen to have maybe going down the road where players found another way to access these areas they should not. So hopefully they will do something like that, but at least the recon drone and sledgehammer bug has been fixed, so players cannot access areas they should not. For maps and modes, they fixed an issue where vehicles were not spawning correctly in Breakthrough and Conquest. This was a big problem when the game first came out, but it still has issues at times where things do not spawn where they're supposed to, or actually do not spawn in Breakthrough whatsoever when they're supposed to. So if you're on offense or defense, sometimes you may not get the tank to spawn at any time during the game. They fixed an issue where matches sometimes would start with all sectors and objectives active at the same time. They fixed an issue in Strike Point on Siege of Cairo where destruction did not reset at halftime. They also fixed an issue in vehicle customization. Locked anti-air vehicle presets did not display their unlocked criteria as intended. They fixed an issue when using the shotgun or doing the shotgun challenge, saying kill enemies or at least 5 enemies with the shotgun without reloading did not complete properly. And they fixed the Engineer Specialist 3 assignment, which it was not saving correctly. I did finish the mastery for the Engineer the other day, just a few days back, but I got stuck on Engineer Specialist 3 for a long time. To begin with, it was not calculating anything I was doing. And then once it actually started working, it was calculating it and showing you the progress at the end of the match. But once the next match started, it didn't save that progress. So it was just set back to what I had, before I started the previous game. So that was very annoying. Hopefully, if you're working on your engineer mastery, this will now help you along in that process. They also fixed an issue in Portal where the spawn loot would not spawn ammo or armor. And they fixed an issue where players with community creation privileges set to block could still access user-generated community experiences. For audio, they fixed an issue where activating the BF Pro radio channel through the Camaros did not play any sound. They also did a few things in RedSec as well. They fixed an issue where the Battle Royale quads match did not end after the last team was eliminated. They fixed an issue where being killed immediately after a mobile spawn completed could result in the squad being eliminated instead of reviving remaining teammates. They fixed an issue where players could become stuck in a top-down view of the map after redeploying. And they fixed an issue where players retained their second chance after redeploying. It did not transition to the end of the round screen after their next elimination. For the UI and HUD, they fixed an issue where all squad members displayed the same highlighted stat on the squad placement screen. And for progression, they fixed an issue where the Battle Royale Mastery Challenge 4 did not track progression correctly. I'm sure we'll see some more progression challenge changes in the future because I'm not too confident that all these will work as intended, or all the ones we have in the game right now that are working as of now will continue to work, because there's been a big problem with the challenges in the game since the game came out. The other issue here that I know a lot of people have been talking about, if you are a Red Sec player, the issue where players are actually getting under the map in the last or final circle is a big problem. I did not see that addressed here. If that has been fixed before this came out, I'm not aware of it, but hopefully they're looking into that as well. But I am glad, like I said, they fixed the spawn beacon, not the spawn beacon, excuse me, the sledgehammer and recon drone exploit, because that was a big problem in multiplayer. So at least that has been fixed, and hopefully this will also fix some of the issues with the bloom and dispersion in game not working as intended. Of course, weapon bloom is still going to be in the game. That's always been a part of Battlefield, but when it does not work as intended, that is a big problem, and I'm hoping that will also help with all of the aiming issues people have been having lately. The game just feels off when it comes to aiming. We're going to get some more aiming adjustments. I made a video a few days ago talking about the aim assist changes coming to the game very soon, but they're also looking at making recoil changes at some point down the road. Leave me a comment with your thoughts. Let me know what you think about these patch notes, and of course, if you like the video, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.